We live up in this piece. We live up in this piece. We live up in this piece. What's good? What's good, all my fine aviation enthusiast friends? What's up? How y'all doing on this here Saturday night, Sunday morning, wherever you is at? It's some time of day where you at. My name is Greg. We gonna be flying this iconic big bird up in the sky tonight. Yes, sir. That's what we gonna do. Yup. We're not gonna have the same issues we had last night, hopefully, with that piece of shit TechNam joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see any sound coming from this capture card. That ain't good. Hang on a second. Oh, there it goes. Okay. All right, there you go. Yeah, man. Well, first of all, subscribe and like my shit, like it says up top. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like my shit. It helps, it helps with the algorithm. That's what they say. Anyways, so I got on Discord and reached out to the developers of that TechNam plane. I lit them bashes up, bro. They knowingly know that CDI indicator does not switch from VOR 1 and 2 to GPS. They know it doesn't work. And there's nothing in the description that says that. I would not have bought the damn plane, especially for $50. You crazy. I would not have bought that plane if I would have known that shit. Once again, just like Flight Effects, they sold some shit and they know that it wasn't working properly. I don't like that. That's very dishonest, man. And I wish Microsoft or Asobo or Dovetail or whoever is in charge of making sure that stuff's good in that marketplace, they need to do a better job of handling business and making sure that what is advertised is what we getting. Absolutely, hands down. You know what I'm saying? That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Well, we not gonna have that problem tonight because we got this Pmdg masterpiece. Not the old Connie right here. Not the old Constellation. I got me that plane. I'm working on that one. That one's a little tough. It's actually not that bad once you get used to the clipboard that's in it. But there's this. Well, first of all, actually, you know what? Let me show you a couple things on this plane. Actually, let me show you something. Let me go down to the airport we're leaving from tonight. Where's Hecka? Let me show you something that the developers that doesn't work, and the developers know about it. And there's no way we can get it working in Xbox. So if you got an Xbox and you're thinking about getting this plane, let me show you something, and then this might change your mind. Hang on, I'm trying to find a large cargo. I guess medium's okay. Oh, there we go. All right, ramp, general aviation. All right, let's go. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Let me break off some knowledge for you. Like Daryl Brooks said, the knowledge. Daryl Brooks, one of the worst people in American history. Just running people over like it's a fucking like Frogger or GTA 5, man. That's sad. He in prison for the rest of his life, so he got what he deserved. All right, let's put the lights on above Mother Earth. So this plane here, first of all, we got this deal here, right? It might work, it might not work. That was the developers, what they told me. This is really just like it just gives you like the magnetic reading here. It's kind of like a VOR needle. It gives you the magnetic reading and to or from. And then this thing here, you can set it for like This is like if you're leaving a VOR station and you are flying away from it, you have flight instrument, like so it'll, you know, follow what's on like the heading or the OBS dial. And then we have localizer and then approach mode, right? We got altitude, right? So this system is pretty good. And it's got the autopilot down here, which you can use. And then the emergency levers to disengage the autopilot if you need to. But my problem is with this here. This GPS deal they got here, right? This GPS, Garmin 1, Garmin 2, it will probably never work on Xbox. Never. That's what the developer told me on Discord. Never. If you have a PC, you're supposed to download some shit and save it into a certain file and all that, and then, you know, it'll work. It'll never work. So, hey, it's kind of like the DC-6 that we're flying tonight. It really doesn't lock on a VOR. You know, when we turn the Sperry gyro on to autopilot, and we try to lock it onto a VOR, like it won't follow it. Last time it just made circles. That's a known problem too. That's not that big of a deal, but I mean it's still a big deal. But it's not a deal killer for me because everything else on the plane is phenomenal. All right, so we got what am I looking for here? Oh, yep, DC-6, 6 Bravo. We got the Olympic livery from my man Greece. All right, and let's go back to Heka. And let's do military, medium. Where's that at? Oh yeah, that's right in the middle. We could do that. Oh, that's a gate though. Well, that'll be all right. See, I kind of wanted to like take off from somewhere down here. Like, what are these? Oh yeah, look at that. E6 heavy. Let's do. Oh, you know what? Nah. Well, see, I don't really know what to choose because it's got like stairs and shit. Like, we're not connecting to a jetway. You know, like in the old days when this plane was flying, there was no jetways, right? So maybe we'll just do that. What does it say here? All right, we'll do 38 large. Sound good to me. Sound good to you? Sound good to me? Hey, I don't know if you caught what I was just bitching about. The old Constellation, the old Connie. I got some issues with that thing, man. I bought it, by the way. That's a motherfucker. That plane is something else. But the GPS will never work in that plane. The Garmin GPS system will never work. I talked to one of the developers today. 0.0 chance of that ever working. The autopilot works. It's all good. Yeah. Old Big Bird. It looks really cool at nighttime. I kind of want to just take like let me at least turn the lights on around Earth for a few minutes while we start getting set up. But I'm going to take off in the dark. This plane looks so cool with the red livery, like not red livery, but the red lights on the inside. Yeah, boy. Look at that Olympic. God, look at them cowl flaps open, man. They just open wide. Letting all kinds of air out. Look at that. Sexy dad. That's what I'm talking about, bro. SX dad. Special effects dad. What? Why I got an issue with? Oh, about the GPS? I don't know. Well, so if you're saying why, what about the GPS I was talking about? To get the Garmin GPS system to work in the Constellation, you need to download extra software for it. which you can do if you have a PC. If you don't have a PC and you're playing on an Xbox, you're screwed. Basically what they told me on Discord today when I was talking to the developer. Basically, you're screwed. Other than that, I mean, I flew the plane for a little while today, man. It's very similar to this DC-6 with like how the flight engineer operates and the co-pilot. I mean, it's a cool plane. Don't get me wrong. I like it a lot. It's just the GPS will never work. And the zero reader, I think is what it's called. It's like a VOR, ILS kind of, situation up here on the dashboard that kind of tells you if you're doing things right, like as far as following the right VOR course and all that. That sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't. And it also said, they also told me that sometimes the autopilot will malfunction and make you nosedive or go straight up in the air. And at that point, you have to like release the 3 emergency levers for the autopilot and reset everything. And so maybe that's why that plane gets 3.5 stars. Just saying. Yeah, I didn't know it either. I tried to, when I was playing with it this morning. I was trying to get the nav, like the GPS to turn on, and like nothing was turning on. And I was like, man, where's the avionics? Like, so yeah, I messaged them on Discord, and that's when they told me. So it's not a big deal. Yeah, I mean the plane is still great. Like it's a fun plane. I wish I would have bought it a little sooner. It's a fun plane. All right, let's see here. Got cabin access. Let's just turn it all. Let's do it all. All right, and I should have everything turned on realistic, right? Realistic. We are, because there's such a big distance between VOR stations going to Crete that I am going to leave the GNS system. If it was a smaller distance between the radios, then between VOR stations, I would just run with the VORs. But I haven't used this before. I'm interested to see if, like, I don't know if there's a way to increase the speed, the current. I guess not. Reset sim rate 1 to. Yeah, I didn't see a way to do that. I was trying to see if there's a way to like increase that. I don't think there is. Oh well. All right, let's take a look outside and see what's going on. Ooh, wrong button. Sorry about that. I like this plane a lot, man. This plane is really cool. Oh, I didn't know that button does that on the remote control. That's cool. It moves through all the different camera angles. I had no idea it did that. All right, let me. Okay, pitot cover, ground power units, and okay. So let's go ahead and let's do fuel and load manager, and then we'll close up everything. Oh, you know what? Let me actually, let's do this here first before start.
Completed. Voice recorder. Tasted. Oil coolers and cow flaps. Auto in position. Fuel and fluids. Checked. Pressurization. Set. Manifold and duct pressure. Checked. Radios. Checked. Door latches. Closed. Door warning lights. Out. Gear pin pins. Removed. 3 on board. Seat belts and pedals. Adjusted. Throttles. Set to idle. Propellers. Forward at 3. Before start checks completed. Start engines.
All right, I don't know how many pounds of fuel I need because I'm in kilograms on SimBrief, but pounds in the airplane here. Let me do some quick math. Oh, you know what? Fuck this. I can just go right to SimBrief. Give me a second. Let me go on SimBrief and do this. SimBrief and let's see here. View saved flights. All right, edit. And let's put this in poundage. All right, pounds. Generate flight. Loading. All right, now let me bring it into Navigraph. Import flight, import from SimBrief. Hecata Algier. And dun, 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 dun. All right, what does it say here? So 88, so about 8,900 pounds of fuel. Oh, we got more than enough fuel. Okay. And our takeoff weight's supposed to be 79. We have 3,500 in cargo. So let's plug in about 3,500 in cargo. That puts our gross weight at 92. Our gross weight here is 79. We can maybe take out some of the fuel. Well, I want to do a wet start, so we'll leave it like just over 80, like we'll leave it at like 88,000 pounds or 89,000 pounds. I don't want to take out too much fuel. There, we'll leave it like right there. That's still enough for a wet start. So, all right, very good. Let's go ahead and start the engines. All that's good.